taller man by 2 inches. Both fighters making the 146-pound limit. Jeremy Stephens will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Now to get us going for the main event of the evening, we turn it over to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Florida State Boxing Commission. Our 3 judges scoring this contest are Richard Bertrand, Christopher Lee, and William Roy Silbert. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Bergliata. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, live from the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 27 wins, 14 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, by way of Des Moines, Iowa, presenting the number 8 ranked featherweight contender in the world, Jeremy Little Heathen Stephens. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 13 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 6 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, presenting the number 4 ranked featherweight contender in the world, Josh Emmett.
Josh. All right, gentlemen, been through the rules in the locker room. I want you to be at my commands at all time. I want you to protect yourselves at all time. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Good luck to both of you.
That's how Jeremy Stephens touches gloves. Here we go. High stakes at 145 pounds. Jeremy Stephens, the -150 favorite at close. The comeback on Josh Emmett at +120. Emmett 2-0 at 145 pounds in the UFC. Tonight's Fight Clock sponsored by the United States Marine Corps. Jeremy Stephens is in black, Josh Emmett in blue. This the latest chapter in the long-standing rivalry between Team Alpha Male and Alliance MMA. Here we go.
Jeremy Stephens has taken a different approach in his later UFC fights. He doesn't just try to box and knock you out with his hands. He uses more kicks than he ever has. He's more patient than he's ever been. He does everything, and he seems to be getting better with age. But with Josh Emmett, he's willing to stand in there and trade with Jeremy Stephens because he feels that his power matches up very well. The one ace in the hole is Jeremy Stephens has struggled at times with takedowns. Josh Emmett did wrestle at Menlo College, so he has that ability to go and secure takedowns in his back pocket.
No denying Josh Emmett's hunger to be a world champion. Even when he made his UFC debut, that's all he was talking about. Pretty good counter by Stephens, or so it appeared.
Stephens will bite down on the mouthpiece, and he'll let him fly. And most times when they connect, he puts guys out. You can say the same thing about Josh Emmett at 145 pounds.
Perhaps a groin shot there. Stephens didn't like it. And Jeremy will have 5 minutes with which to recover. Unlikely to take all of them.
No. He won't take 5.
Just try to keep it up a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You go right away. You go pretty quick.
Time, keep her in. Let's go. Fight.
You look at Emmett's belly already. Stephens throws a right hand to the body to start his combination. He follows with a left hook. He's already starting to cause redness on the body of Josh Emmett. He likes to throw that strike. That right uppercut to the body, follows it with a left hook.
Emmett going high with the kick, nothing doing there. About 2 minutes gone by in round one of a possible 5. How might that change the approach? I mean, Emmett has fought into a 5th round before. Stevens has headlined several times for the UFC. Might you try to pace yourself a little bit early?
Well, both of these guys want to finish. I don't say this confidently in most 145-pound fights, but I'm pretty confident that this one won't go 5 rounds. Now watch I jinx it, John.
Well, Michael Bisping gave it a guarantee, so.
Well, then it's definitely jinxed. We're here for 25 minutes and Bisping said it's a guarantee.
Pretty good stick and move there by Josh Emmett.
But once again, when Emmett darts in, notice Stevens always goes to the body first before he throws his left hook. Nice combination by Stevens.
Emmett misses with the right hand.
He's explosive in there. That body shot is to set up his left hook. That's the punch that he's really trying to get off. He throws that body shot to really set his body position to follow up with that left hook when it's chambered.
Emmett has never been finished in 14 pro fights coming in. He has also never lost in this weight class. On the other side,
Jeremy smiled at him there, like just know that this uppercut's coming if you darted here too much.
And that right hook certainly got Emmett's attention. Also, a little mouse on the forehead for Emmett as we approach the 90-second mark in this first round.
I mean, how hard does Jeremy Stevens hit that he always gets those types of reactions from his opponents?
Stevens had some rough formative years, fought a lot growing up, amateur at 16, was training full-time by 18 years old. Oh! Counter right from Emmett, and he gets a knockdown.
I mean, he hits hard. Josh Emmett has massive power himself. Put Stevens on his butt.
Still plenty of time here with which to work. About a minute in round one.
You can't get overzealous with either of these guys. They are just too powerful. He's got to be careful here. You don't want to dive into a front headlock against an alpha male guy. They have that great guillotine choke.
Stevens back to his feet. Emmett seeming to intimate that you're going right back down.
Jeremy Stevens right back forward, trying to get forward into Emmett. Emmett with some good head movement on his entry.
Very good footwork and feints out of Josh Emmett. Stevens continues to advance here down the stretch of round one. Nicely placed leg kick by Emmett.
Josh Emmett is so confident.
Oh, he's so oozing.
He's so comfortable in his skill.
All right, good start back with round 2 in 30 seconds.
Deep breath, sit down. Sit down. Hey, don't get desperate. Yep. There's no reason to chase him. We feint and then we go. We feint and then we go. Okay. You got desperate and jumped in a little bit. Okay, that's the only thing. You walked into it right because you jumped into that side. Okay. Deep breath. Hey, on the feints, high and lows. 1, 2, 3.
Jeremy Stevens gets a little overzealous here, throwing that back uppercut. It's hard to throw that punch without a really good setup. You cannot throw a back uppercut, leaves you too open right there. Emmett blocks it, boom, returns with the big right hand, puts Stevens down in a close round. A win for Josh Emmett with the knockdown. As we were saying before the break though, John, the confidence of Josh Emmett. He oozes it. It's not easy to stare across the octagon from a guy with a reputation like Jeremy Stevens and be that confident. Josh Emmett is doing that, and he's fighting well because of it.
And Eric Del Piero, one of the best cornermen in the game. The message for Jeremy Stevens, don't chase him. Feint and then go.
He said, don't get desperate. You know, the only reason you got knocked down was because you overextended yourself. You got desperate chasing a big shot. Take your time. It'll come.
Coming up next, don't miss a complete recap of all the action in Orlando on our post-fight show. It's over on FS1. You can also stream it live on Fox Sports Go. Stevens calculatedly advancing here. Emmett with the early 3-1 lead in terms of the significant strikes landed. Spinning back fist appear to land partially for Stevens.
Josh Emmett does a good job of actually moving his head on the entries, throwing punches from the opposite side where his head is. He will fade to his left, throw the right hand. He'll fade right, throw the left hand. It's a very, very tricky set of skills that he has because he's so powerful that he's banking on one of them landing during these exchanges.
Oh! Emmett goes down! Jeremy Stevens trying to close the show!
Oh, no!
Knee to a grounded opponent. New rules in effect. Emmett's out! Jeremy Stevens! Jeremy Stevens with a monumental win tonight!
Whoa! Jeremy Stevens shut the lights out. Once again, you cannot play with fire. It takes one shot to change the game from both of these guys, and Jeremy Stevens landed his shot over and over. We said if he gets something off, he'll put his opponents to sleep. Hurt Josh Emmett. He did a better job of finishing, right? Josh Emmett had him hurt in the first, couldn't finish. Jeremy Stevens got his chance and got the finish.
And there, Jeremy Stevens, his wife, who he says makes all the sacrifices. No man had finished Josh Emmett in mixed martial arts until Lil Heathen did it tonight. Our move of the fight is sponsored by Metro PCS, bringing you closer than ever to the UFC, putting knockout coverage in your hands by covering 99% of people in the U.S.
There it is. Both of these guys are throwing hard. It's that left hook. Boom, there it goes again. Over and over, these guys are throwing left hooks. Once he hit, look at that. Right hand, boom, left hook on the chin. Emmett drops. Now let's take a look at the knee when Josh Emmett's on the ground. Let's see if it's illegal here. I mean, it's hard to see from that angle, but jumps in, finishes with the big elbow. Let's take a different look. Left hook lands. Boom. Once he's going for the finish, Emmett goes to his knees. It looks like Jeremy Stevens throws a knee. I don't think it landed. I don't think it landed. It may have landed a little bit. The shin hit the head, not the knee. Looks like the knee missed. And Jeremy Stevens goes in and finishes his fight. And, I mean, just nasty Jeremy Stevens fashion. Unbelievable performance by Little Heathen.
3 straight for Stevens, none bigger than that one. We'll talk to him right after this on Fox. Back inside the Amway Center in Orlando, where they are all still standing for Jeremy Stevens one final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 35 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Jeremy